Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sonic Multiverse. Today, we'll be continuing the story of what if Shadow was actually an android. If you haven't seen part 1, I'd recommend watching that before this. But without further ado, let's jump right in. Shadow Android raced through Westopolis, trying to find the Chaos Emeralds, believing them to be the key to discovering who and what he is. Several other combatants were trying to find the gems as well, but Shadow Android wouldn't let them stop him. Shadow Android may not be as powerful as his original counterpart, but he possesses many of the same chaos abilities. This made it easy to exterminate any pesky aliens that may stand in his way. After racing to the heart of the city, Shadow Android discovered a Chaos Emerald being protected by GUN. The soldiers aimed their guns at the hedgehog. "Back away from the emerald!" The machine gritted its teeth. "Pathetic humans. I don't have time for you. Get out of my way." As the standoff escalated, without even realizing it, the bioengineered machine began siphoning off the power of the Chaos Emerald, similar to what Mechasonic did all the way back in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but to a lesser extent, of course. His metallic fur took on a golden aura, and his mental stability began to resort back to its most basic functions. Complete the mission, no matter what. Death to all who oppose me! The gun soldiers tried desperately to defend themselves, but it was in vain. Chaos Blast! As his enemies hit the floor, Shadow Android reverted back to his base form, strangely feeling indifferent to his targets. The only sensation he experienced was a almost robotic sense of achievement. The Chaos Emerald is now mine. The android scanned the emerald and searched for any energy signals similar. He detected one not too far from his current location. Without a second thought, he raced off towards it. Before long, he possessed the blue Chaos Emerald as well. But before he could even celebrate, he sensed a presence. Standing behind him was the same creature from before. "Relinquish those emeralds, blood thief. They belong to the Black Arms. Your plans are inconsequential. I have my own reason to collect them." And with that, the faker began to leave. "Do not turn your back on me," he demanded before attacking the android. The machine quickly recovered and attempted to counterattack, but of course, as the creature was simply a hologram, he raced right through it. Before he could even try to comprehend how this beast could harm him but not the other way around, Shadow Android looked at his arm. He had taken damage when he hit the ground earlier, and although he didn't take much note of it, now that he had inspected the damage, he noticed 2 wires protruding from his arm. The alien took note of it as well. Now it makes sense. You are simply a replica of my blood. Pathetic. Shadow Android was at a loss for words, but not for the reason you may think. It wasn't for the fact that he was a machine, but for the fact that he could be a replica of someone else. What are you going on about? Who am I a replica of? But before he could get his answer, he was warped away by the alien. As his eyes began to open and his systems began to reactivate, Shadow Android found himself in an abandoned temple. As he looked around, he began to plan out his next course of action. That creature seems to know who I'm based on. Like it or not, I'll have to rely on him for answers. And with that, he set off to find the alien. Shadow Android raced through the canyon, following the trail of aliens, hoping to find their leader. He eventually came across an ancient tomb with a strange artifact in the center that one of the soldiers activated. The ground began to shake, and as Shadow Android looked around, he could see the entire temple was rising from the canyon. He decided it would be wise to get to higher ground and figure out his next course of action. It was there Shadow Android would meet the creature once more.
So, you're still alive. I was hoping my forces would destroy you.
Shadow Android looked back at the creature, cocking an eye and clearly wanting some answers. You said I was based on your blood? What does that mean? And who are you anyway? Black Doom seemed almost amused by the ignorance of this machine and chose to humor him.
Very well. I am Black Doom, Messiah of the Black Arms. This planet is ours to control. As for you, well, you seem to be little more than a robotic creation made to replicate Shadow, a creature that would have been my greatest asset.
Then what happened to him?
I do not know, nor do I care. The day of reckoning will come, with or without Shadow. Pray our paths do not cross again.
Black Doom began to depart. Shadow Android was going to follow, but then, in the distance, a series of battleships caught his attention. Painted on the sides of each of the red battleships was Eggman's insignia. Seeing it reminded Shadow Android of his earliest memory, waking up inside the pod aboard Eggman's base. If anyone knows the truth of my past, it's the Doctor. And with that, Shadow Android raced off in hot pursuit of Dr. Eggman. And this is where we'll be leaving this What If for right now. But don't worry, we'll be returning to this universe very, very soon. Hopefully. But as for now, I hope you all have a good day.